I don't even know why I'm fucking playing this thing. There's no drinking tonight. There's no beer in this house. There's no alcohol in this fucking house. This will be a lesson. Yeah, no, there's no drinking. Put that fucking drink counter away. Put it away. Leave. All I got is crackers and water. So yeah, this is gonna be good because I'm just eating crackers. So that'll be great audio for me later. It's just gonna be this all night. They decided to make this super duper crafting system where you can just take anything and you can turn it into base component. But then they decided to get rid of weapon durability, and that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because now that you have all of the components in the world that you could rebuild your gun with, why would you get rid of that system? Like before, it was a pain in the ass because you just kind of magically, with magnets, just took two guns and just shoved them together. Now you don't have to do that. Your gun starts to fall apart and then you just shove some metal and some duct tape or whatever. You shove like a tree on it and it's all better. Anytime you go into a dungeon or something, you just don't really give a fuck because it's just going to be some random leveled chest at the end. It doesn't even matter. There's no real specialty weapons. All of the weapons just have like a random legendary thing at the end that makes it cool or not. It's just not even cool. Like, they're just missing the point. And I don't even want to fucking talk about how this game is like not an RPG anymore, but I don't know, it's fun. It might be worth money if you if you didn't buy into the hype. Games, like, they do one thing pretty good, like they might do RPG elements or open world or something. They do something pretty good. And then later on they're like, well, we want to actually fix the parts of our game that's not really good, or the things that we're not really known for having good stuff. But instead of just like building from the ground up to include those elements, they kind of like hack them in or kind of just jury rig them into the video game and just hope that it will somehow work and not feel disjointed and just kind of tacked on. This is just literally like Fallout 3 with a little bit of Skyrim paint on it. What the fuck? Okay. Open world games, everyone. Remember how good they are? I don't even really want to play this game. Maybe I'll play something else. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna fucking play the best video game that's ever been made. Probably. You wanna read that? Or what's your gender? You know, this is a bit bad. There's only two. You need a huge list. Let's remember, folks, sex and gender are different. Let's be a fucking female. It doesn't sound like these get any puss, though. So this guy's like, he's in cam all the time. He's got his truck and stuff, and he's got his baseball cap, but he listens to rap music. This guy's like some sort of racist stereotype, I'm sure. Yeah, we're doing this. So it's like a traveling merchant, but you're like, you sell Avon products and shit. Yeah, it's like that. That's what your mom did, is she just sold Avon products all the time, and you learned about Avon products. So you either could have hung out with the cool girls and like done student council and stuff in high school. You could have been like, no, I'm gonna be a techie nerd and like make robots and stuff. Or you could have just hung out at like your local pizza store and just smoked a lot of weed in the back. You could have just ran around the streets and, you know, just like done stupid stuff like planking and taking pictures. Or you could have been a stepchild. Like, that limited you so much, having a step parent. We were a stoner and we just hung out at the pizza store and sold pizzas. So that's what you did. You're a girl, you know. You learned how to sell Avon products from your mom, and yeah, you smoked weed at the pizza store. But as a young adult, so now like this is like college, you're like, oh god, you know, gotta worrying about where you're gonna get that dink and stuff, and how your career's gonna go, and how can you advance feminism and stuff. So let's see. Game poacher, so you like followed your, you know, kind of redneck boyfriend and just shot like prairie dogs and stuff. A goods peddler, you followed your mom into the field with Avon products. A university student, so you know, like you became an SJW right here. In waiting, so like you had a boyfriend, but he also had other interests, so you just waited around for him. I'm gonna say we followed our mom into the family business of Avon. Like, you know, it's time to leave the house. Mom says you gotta move out because she died. She died because she inhaled too many Avon products, and that's all there was to that. So I have to take revenge against Avon because they stole my childhood and they had products that killed my mother. That's pretty good. Personal revenge, yeah. We're gonna do it against Avon. Alright, name time. So we need like a pretty good white girl name. Fucking these crackers are amazing. Ashley. Get it? Cause she has big booty. So you gotta remember, she likes Za, and she smokes weed as well. Okay. So obviously all that time selling Avon products, you got a lot of charisma. Not much intelligence because you smoked all that weed. I'll give you 1 agility and 1 in strength. You made some pizzas. Athletics, you do a little bit, you know, just enough to get dick, you know. You can track packages because you have to worry about where your Avon stuff's coming from. This should be taken down. You have no pathfinding skills in life. Spotting, you do that quite a bit, like, because you're having a lot of sex with dudes and you just don't know if you're hitting your period or not. No girl's got any good inventory management. Look at any girl's purse, just do it. It's really fun. Engineer, that's a good one. She can draw a little bit too, because, you know, she stoned a lot. I guess she also looted her mom's purse a couple times. So definitely pretty good at one-handed at jerking some dudes. Pretty good with two-handed jerking. I mean, like, she likes that, you know, kind of like the Indian rub method. She does that more than she just kind of wanks you a little bit. Okay, remember, white girl. White girl. Okay, she should have those stupid dreads. I guess this is as close as we get. That's were you hit on the head as a kid, or these are some of the weirdest sliders I've ever seen. Oh, she's angry. No, she smokes some weed, so she's just kind of like, hey guys. No, she's definitely like that. And then like, yeah, those are down. No, kind of like what? Yeah, definitely more clothes. Nah, have them out. Kind of like what? There you go. We're getting there. You know, she sold her Avon products, whatever. Her mom gets like killed by Avon. She's so upset, and like she's got to take revenge, right? So there's really no other way to really take the fight to the Avon company than to go and join the ISIS movement. So then this. But then, like, she kills a white person, and then she's, like, feels really bad, and then she has a bunch of white guilt for killing a white person, and so then this other white person takes her in and tells her that she's good to go. No! Not my man. Bro man killed one of my boyfriends. I was thinking about this the other day, like, think about how easy it is for young teenagers who are just now like teenagers. Think how easy it is for them to get porn and like jerk off and stuff. Sure, I had the fucking internet, like that was amazing, but it was like this kind of thing you had, and it was like in its own room, the internet, and there was the computer, and it wasn't like you could just like hop on and just pop a shot whenever you wanted. But like kids these days, like Jesus Christ, they're coming up and they want to look at boobies. Like they all have their fucking iPhones and they all have their fucking tablets and stuff, and they could just pop a fucking pop off whatever the fuck they want, and they could see some crazy like shit like really early, and they probably have way better porn taste than I do. I don't know. It's just kind of fucked up. Like it was kind of like this time where it was kind of like this danger thing, and it was this element of danger to the whole thing of jerking off and stuff and like watching porn. I had a friend and his parents were really scummy, and like it was basically trailer trash, and his like stepdad, I guess, had fucking Playboys just sitting in the fucking bathroom. And so we were like, I don't know, in 5th grade maybe? Before that probably, and we would just go get them and just go look at them. But I mean, this is all before you jerk it. You know how there's that weird stage when you're growing up before you know how to masturbate, or before you even really have an interest, but you know that like boobies and stuff are good, and you should probably, whenever you can, try and see some. I remember I had this one friend, and I guess it was the end of 5th grade or something, and I had him over, and I knew my older brother had like some porno mags like hidden like in the crack between his bed and the wall. We went to his fucking room, and when no one was home, and it was just us, and we just looked. I was like, "You want to see some shit?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Cool, let's look at some fucking porn." And so I got these porno mags out, and I just flop them on the floor, and there's like multiple, so we each can have our own little porno mags to look at. And it's just like, like literally like lying on your stomach with your at your knees, your feet bent, and like kind of swinging in the air and kind of just looking at porn. Like girls look like girls on the bed looking at like magazines of cute boys, but instead it's looking at porn. Anyway, so I was kind of looking at it, and there are these girls and stuff, and it's all professionally done, and I'm just, at the time, I don't really know anything like about sex, really. Like, I've had a sex ed class, and that's kind of really the extent of my knowledge. And I'm kind of looking at it, I'm thinking these girls kind of just look weird, and I don't really know how I feel about them. They just seem to have a lot going on downstairs, and I thought that was weird. And it's only now as an adult I realized that all these girls were like dick girls and stuff, like trans and stuff. And it's just really funny to think that my older brother, who was, God, he must have been like 16, 17, had these dick girl magazines. And that's what he was jerking off to. And yeah, so oh god. Anyway, I should probably, he's married now and has 3 kids. I should probably confront him about that. It's kind of fucked up. So we're looking at him. We don't say anything to each other. We're just kind of looking at him, and then we put him back after a while and just kind of go up. And I think I eventually say to him, like I whisper to him, I was like, I really don't know if I was ready for that. I think that kind of fucked me up. And he's like, yeah, me too. And then we didn't really talk about it anymore. But I just really wish I would have known that it was just a bunch of dick girls. I know that that's not what girls are like, because I didn't know. And I was just like, I don't really know about these girls with a lot of shit going on. Fucking, you learn how to jerk off, and then you just gotta find that good shit to jerk off to. So obviously you try and get a hold of some like physical copy of something, but that's kind of risky, because then your mom will clean your room or do your laundry or something, and you'll find it. So that's pretty fucked up. You don't really do that a lot. So the internet is key, right? Because you can kind of hide it and stuff, and your mom doesn't really know anything about the internet anyway, so you can look at some pretty good stuff, and obviously delete your browsing history and shit. We had like a family computer, and it was just kind of like in this office and stuff, so I would like have to sneak up to jerk off, like as a kid, like in the middle of the night. So I'd have to sneak up, and it was just like this kind of terror that any time my mom or my brother would walk in on me jerking off and stuff, but I never got caught, luckily. I don't know how. My mom like got a new computer, so I got the old one, but she didn't let me have internet. And I guess this must be like in middle school, because I remember I got like a thumb drive so I could like do homework on it or whatever. Like I was actually gonna do homework on it at all or anything. So I would run upstairs, and I would spend like maybe 45 minutes once a week, and I would like basically just go through Google Images, turn all the save filters off, and like get dirty pictures or whatever, have that in the thumb drive, and then fucking take that down with me to my computer and just have a grand old spank attack on it. And then obviously I grew up and had the internet, and then after you have the internet in your own computer, it's kind of the end of the world, isn't it? You just start looking at all sorts of bestiality and bullshit all the time, and crazy anal, and what is it, scat now? That's the big one. It's like, what the fuck? Porn's weird. Porn's really weird. Anyway, kids are like weird. They just have access to all this shit, and they can just fucking jerk off all that instantly. They just get their iPad and just put it on Pornhub and get HD porn. Like, I probably looked at some terrible stuff, and I didn't really know where to go, and like there wasn't really like guides on what websites were good or bad like there are now. And like and especially if you just want free, so you do those stupid free trials on the website or whatever. You just kind of do the walkthrough, and you have no intention of paying. I don't really want to play this game. I think we're done.